In this video, I'll be reviewing Deeper Network, and in particular the Deeper VPN Mini SE. Let me show you what I've got. This is what I've got. This is the Deeper Connect Mini set. I purchased this several weeks ago, and what this basically is, it's a hardware device that sits on your local network and it acts as a VPN. So you don't need a subscription to any other VPN service such as NordVPN. And this gives you ad blocking, privacy. You can purchase stuff from other countries. You can basically maintain a level of privacy, but all within your home network and without paying a subscription to another company. Now, I purchased this several weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, but the new version, they've just released it. I'll show you a picture now. This version, you can see it's got a separate Wi-Fi setup, a separate dual antenna system, which is amazing. The old one is perfectly fine for me because it's close to my PC, but this one is even better. This is the one I've got with the one antenna, but it's plugged straight into the device, but the other one is more powerful and it's got better range, but this is perfectly fine. Let me go through some of the layout and the features. So on the top there you see it's got a space there for the power adapter or Wi-Fi adapter port. On either side, the network goes in one way, and if you're going to plug it into a PC direct, you can plug it through the other port. You can only use one or the other, not both. You can't use LAN and Wi-Fi. And the USB-C, the power adapter and Wi-Fi adapter, so you can plug it in either side without problem. It's interchangeable. It depends on your setup, what's better for your layout. I made a mistake initially while I was trying to configure it. I had my LAN port plugged in and I had the Wi-Fi adapter plugged in, and I couldn't get the setup to work. But then I figured it out eventually. Okay, the audio is slightly out of sync because I had to record this separately because my audio got messed up. So let me just move it a bit forward. So yeah, this mini device is actually the size of an iPhone, I think. It's a very small, miniature, aluminium, very smart looking device. And it's got one USB-C port just for the power and then one for the antenna. Got a little vent on the front there. Okay, let's go, let me see. Spec. So it's a very light device, it's very small. This one it's a maximum 1 gigabit, 1000 megabits. It's got a 64-bit CPU. Very good range. In the box you get the device, you get the Wi-Fi adapter, but the new one you get the double Wi-Fi adapter. You get a UK plug or a US plug or EU plug depending on where you're ordering it to. You get a network cable, you get a USB-C power cable, and you get the instruction booklet with a QR code to read to get the full manual. Excuse me. Okay, you can also be bringing your own USB-C cable if you need a longer one, but I was fine with a standard cable. Okay. So you do occasionally get these pop-ups with a voucher. If you click on the link below, you should actually get a 5% discount. But yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it's time limited. We'd have to double check. It might not work on your device yet because it's not launched, but I'll have to see. So this is not a VPN. It's better than a VPN. This is privacy. It's on your own network, and yes, it's got all these options. I'll show you in the dashboard later on. Multi-routing and smart routing. For example, if you got it set up to run Netflix through a US, you're in the UK, you want to run it on a US account, a US IP, you can smart route to that. When it detects Netflix URL, it will run it through the a US service, and so on. And same with, for example, F1 or Premier League or whatever you want. Okay, so it's low cost. There's a one-time fee, and that's it. You've got it for life. It's very stable. It's very smart, and they do regularly update the software, so it's always up to date. There's no subscriptions. You don't have to pay for ad blocking. It's got a lot of security which is built in. And it is literally plug and play. So as long as you don't make the mistake that I did, plugging in the LAN and the Wi-Fi, it is just plug and play. And also it's decentralized, so there's it's not based in one location, one server. And this got so many devices out there, you can connect to pretty much anywhere in the world. I mentioned smart routing, multi-routing. You can even do blockchain mining, but I'm not investing any time into that yet. So the one I've got is on the right, the Deeper Connect Mini. It's a 64-bit 4-core, 1 gigabit, 2 gig memory, that's the weight and so on, and you get all the features. The Air version is a travel version, so that's smaller. It's max for 300 megabits, but it's good for travel. So what you'll connect the Wi-Fi, connect to the Wi-Fi, and then you can broadcast the Wi-Fi. Sorry, you'll connect the Wi-Fi and then you can use it to use Wi-Fi on your mobile device. Okay, so this is the actual dashboard itself. So you see the IP address 34.34.34.34. So this is me logged in. So let me see. So now I've got it disabled. So now everything's running right via my local IP. So I can't use it as a normal router. I just have it connected, have my Wi-Fi connected to this, and everything's running via my local IP. So I'm based in the UK. Everything's going via my UK standard IP address. For Slack, Spotify, Netflix, whatever you want. Okay, this is the actual main dashboard. So you can see some of the routing options that I had. I was connected to a service in Malaysia and the US, in Canada as well. All these options on the left are all different settings. On the right, it keeps track of what it's doing and who's connecting to you if you've enabled connection. Because you don't have to, but it's better to. It also helps you with mining. Then you can actually make some money out of this. A lot of people are doing that as well. But as of yet, I've not really looked into that. And my home connection is not brilliant anyway. So until I get fibre, I probably won't be doing too much sharing of my network. Okay, so let me go through bit by bit. So system. So I've got it set to auto update because initially when I installed it, it wasn't auto updating, so I had to update it manually. It's very low memory and CPU usage. The device does run pretty cool. Okay, so I think I'm going to go to mode now. Let's see. Okay, so this is the screen from earlier. So you've got smart route or full route. So smart route is, it would go through one of my pre-selected favorite networks. So Western Europe, I think I got it set up as Germany. So if I want, I can run my traffic or certain traffic or selected IPs or selected websites through certain countries, certain destinations. Okay. And full route is I can run everything through one destination. So in this example, everything's running through North America. So I think I've got this set as Canada. Yeah, Canada, yeah. Click apply, give it a second. So if it does disconnect for any reason, the kill switch will kill all internet. So then I can go back and then join another device if I need to, another DPN. Okay, tunnel. So this is the actual options. So it shows you what devices are available. So you can see on the left here the region, and then just after that is country, the number of active IPs, active devices. You can switch IP and you can reinitialize the tunnel. So let me do a quick speed test here. This is Canada. I'm based in UK, and now I've got everything running through Canada. So my internet average is about 38 to 45 megabits download. So for this Canadian one, we'll see what it's like. The ping's not brilliant, 143, but the speed is about 15. In my opinion, anything around 10 and above is good enough to use. Obviously not for gaming, but it can be if you use local ones. But for me, just use internet, and I do a lot of SEO stuff where I need to be in different locations. And this is much better than using VPNs or proxies because it's cheaper, it's more reliable, and I'm in more control than I'm with the other services. If you ever bought residential proxies, they're very expensive. So what you can do, you can switch IP. So what it does, it collects like three or four in a pool. If you do switch active IP, it will switch to another service. If you do refresh, it will get you a new pool of IPs. So just say, for example, you've tried one or two in that pool, they're not working. Just to refresh, it'll grab some more and give you some from that pool. I like that it has a few ready for you in the pool, so just in case you do need to do a quick switch, it'll switch quickly. So now you can actually see some of the countries that I've been working with: UAE, Canada, Switzerland, Mexico, Malaysia. So now we're doing another speed test. I believe it's also Canada again, because I switched IP and I think I switched the pool as well. I'm also hiding the IP because I want to show you the IPs. Okay, ping is a little bit higher. Speed is about average. It's about 14. I've had many that are full speeds, about 35 to 45. But also it depends on the availability on the day and if it's peak or not. So we've got South America. So we could choose Argentina, for example. Add the country, and it will do a search, see if there's any available. Okay, so it's got 3 in Argentina. It's picked up, it's given me a pool. There you can see Switzerland, China, Germany. Oops, I switched it. So now you see in this list, I can choose to send everything to Argentina, UAE, Switzerland. So whatever countries you add individually from the previous list, you will add those countries to your list. And you can just choose to run traffic through a country. So in my case, for example, I do SEO work for companies and individuals. I do local SEO. I run it through their country's IP to make it more authentic, and it helps. This domain config I'm not really messed around with too much, but you can run a domain through a certain location. So for example, if you're doing local work for SEO, you want to run local traffic to a website, you can run local traffic. It's not gone down to city yet, but it's gone to local country, which is better than proxies. So I've not really had too much experimentation with this yet, but it's just straightforward. Just enter the URL and choose a tunnel and add. To give you an example, you can run IP. Oh, sorry, IP is the second one. And it's query, and this is the app relocator. So if it detects Netflix, Disney, Crunchyroll, Peacock, ESPN, all those apps, you can choose to run it through a different country. So if you've got smart routing on, this is what it uses. It uses your choice here. So if you want to watch something that's on American Netflix and not on UK Netflix, you can run it through the smart router, and it'll run it through the US Netflix. This also works well for subscriptions. It's a little trick to get cheaper Netflix and cheaper YouTube Premium, cheaper Spotify by going to different countries. Here you can see I'm in Netflix Canada, .ca on the end. Because I've got my set to full routing in Canada. You can subscribe to YouTube, to Tidal, Spotify, and NBA League Pass. And if Deeper Network do have some options for getting cheaper subs, I'll put a link there and they'll tell you how to do it, give you a little guide. You can see for YouTube they've got Ukraine as an option with a big discount. You can get cheaper flights. This is normally running it through India or through countries in Asia. Instant messaging, I'm not really messed with these. But again, you can run these through different countries. Music app, same, run it through different countries. You can choose sport, movies, popular, and so on. I watch a lot of F1, so if I wanted to subscribe to F1, I can't subscribe in the UK because Sky Sports has a contract here. But I could get the F1 app in Canada and get all of the F1 stuff streamed for a cheaper price of Sky Sports. It's $84 for a year. And that's for the full package. Sky Sports, you're looking at about £50-60 a month. So yeah, if you're an F1 fan, this is insane. I always see the Americans and the Canadians on TikTok showing the F1 app and how good it is and so on. So that's the equivalent of £50 for 1 year of F1 streaming. So the device pays for itself in one purchase. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal there. But it's the same with football and all sorts of stuff. You can do that. So CBS Sports, ESPN, Super Sports. That's probably quite cheap because it's Turkish, I believe. And they get a lot of the Premier League and the Champions League football. Okay, you've got ad blockers, so this will block ads, it will block trackers, block malicious. You can block adult content and so on. So I already had this running for a little while. Look how much stuff is blocked, queries, ads, so much. Who likes being tracked and so on? So you can filter ads on these platforms as well. App, web, iOS, Android. Parental controls, block porn, block social media. Security. I'm not really messed around that too much. Mining, again, I'm not really doing anything with this yet. You have to make wallets and so on. I'm not into crypto, but this is a good option to mining. And this is your transactions. This is the settings. So this is the Wi-Fi setup. So the device gets its Wi-Fi from router, so it goes from your modem, but the cable goes into the deeper Wi-Fi. Then you connect your deeper Wi-Fi to your computer via Wi-Fi, which is the best option, or via cable if it's going to one PC. Wi-Fi is the best option, so you can connect multiple devices. So I can do some work on my phone, on my iPad, on my laptop, and on my PC. And I've got multiple little PCs here, a couple of little servers or test PCs that I use for SEO work. And I connect them all via Wi-Fi to the deeper Wi-Fi network. So that's why the new upgraded Deeper Connect Mini is even better with the dual antenna. But to be honest, if this is all in my office, so it's all fine. So you can do this. You can enable or disable sharing, BitTorrent sharing. You can set bandwidth limits and monthly sharing. So if you've got a limited account, you can set that. But I think most of them are unlimited now. Let me see. Sharing filter. So let's click on that one. So you can filter websites. So log, traffic. I'm not sure what Rust Desk is. Administration, reboot, device, system. So you see the current firmware version, and the IP and so on. You see we're connected to another Canadian one, so we've got a second green arrow on the top there, going to the other side of Canada. So the green ones are our connections, and blue ones I think are shared connections, if I'm getting it right. I believe so. So yeah, so that was my slightly hectic review of the Deeper Network Mini VPN, DPN even. And you can get this via the link below. Depending on which device you order, you may get a 5% discount, but if not, just wait for a pop-up and you'll get a $5 or $20 discount. Now, if you're doing any work in SEO, if you're doing anything with ads, or if you just want to save some money on Netflix or YouTube or so on, this is an amazing little device to get. It's better than VPN because you're paying a one-off cost. You'll save a hell of a lot of money. Also has more privacy, you've got more control, and it runs on your network and you have control locally, and you can connect multiple devices. Hope you find it useful. Give me a like, give me a comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.